Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia, I'm from True Soul Intuition, and we're here to do your reading today. How is Cancer feeling? How are you feeling, Cancer? I kind of wanted to do this. I have a Cancer moon, so usually when I do readings in some way, shape or form, I kind of resonate with them as well. And this being a placement in my birth chart, I'm always quite interested to see what comes out for Cancer. So I'm just going to quickly run through my disclaimers, and that is, this is a general reading. You may or may not resonate with this message. If you do, that's awesome. If you don't, then just let it go, guys. And please apply common sense here, because this is a general reading. It's not specific to your, your actual life, and I just don't want people to get triggered. I don't want to say third party and then you rush home and divorce your husband, or I say narcissist and you go home and do something really drastic, because it being a general reading, it may not actually be your story, but it may just have parts that resonate with you. So you have to really think about what it is that it's touched on. You know what I mean? Like what has triggered you here to make you want to react? What has happened for you that makes you want to retaliate in a sense? So take guidance from that, guys. Also, roles can be reversed here. When you're dealing with energy intertwines, and it's sometimes hard to differentiate. So I may refer to a card as being you, but you may see that card as being the person or the situation that you are in. So I just intuitively go with what I see, hear and know, or what's shown to me by spirit through visions, images, movie clips, songs. It's very broad sometimes, or very direct. And also know, guys, this is a timeless reading. So even though I'm posting it in November 2019, you may watch this sometime next year and it completely resonate with your story. So feel free to look back at other stories that are out there. And also, guys, there are amazing tarot readers out there. If this message isn't for you, they may have the message for you. Feel free to explore. Okay, guys, I'm going to quickly center in my energy. I welcome in my angels and my spirit guides into my light, into my circle. I ask for messages of love, hope, truth and honesty for our higher selves and our higher purpose. I ask for clarification, confirmation and guidance on people or situations that Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus Collective are currently dealing with. Okay, great. We are thankful for all that you do. Thank you, Spirit. I'm sorry about that, guys. It's a busy street and it's hot, so the windows are open. You're going to hear a lot of noise for some odd reason. That person on the motorbike always drives past. It's quite frustrating, but I mean, I can't literally sound block my whole house at this point. So we're just going to get straight into it, guys. Here we go. Oh, for some odd reason I want to choose from the fairies for your energy. Okay. Usually I'd go for the animal spirit, so we'll just ask for the energy of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, please. Energy of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, please. I saw it. Oh, the Dark Lady. Yeah, you've got your eyes set on somebody. If this is you, coming out with the numerology of 20, which breaks down to a 2. 22, 2, there's like decisions. I'm just saying 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So many decisions to make, but it's like you've made a decision on one person, and you're kind of set on it. It's like, that's mine. The intensity of this card. Mine. I actually feel like this is you. The Dark Lady is a lady that walks with people. Even in their darkest time, she doesn't leave you alone. When you're traveling to the underworld, through the underworld. So I think you've helped people here, but you've sort of got yourself caught up on a person. And you know, it's quite, if it's not a person, it's a thing. A thing, situation, a job prospect, options, opportunities. It's something that you're quite fixated on, and you might have been like a little bit unbalanced at times too, because you know, she is like actually quite helpful, even though she may look quite intense. That's the only thing, is the intensity of it's really jumping out towards me. Can I please have a card for the personal situation that Cancer is currently dealing with? Okay, here we go. Well, this is funny that, because underneath is that, which is the Unity card, you know what I mean? But here it feels like it's somebody new or something new. Actually, I don't feel like this is a person, but you've got it in your mind that you want to start something new, and you're kind of somewhat, it's weird that it shows me this, because it's like walking through the underground with somebody, but then, oh, it's a light at the end of the tunnel. This person or situation that you want, you are trying to get to the end of the tunnel, where you get to begin, because the tunnel is the road or the path towards this person, because really underlying everything is this Unity card. You want unity with this person. This glowing light, this light at the end of the tunnel, because you've been through it with them. Can I have more detail on this situation, please? Just give me the detail of the fairy guide. Okay. So this is Oh That Gnome, and this is about breaking old behaviors, old patterns, old triggers. You know, this is being a little bit playful, but bringing about change in a way that's like surprise, you know, like, you know, your ever vigilant eye is always open there. Here, and this here of the fiery sword just jumped out. So here you're coming about to exact some truth in the stability of your new light. You know, it's been coming forward and taking charge here, chopping heads as you go, but chopping heads as in chopping off people that no longer serve your new path, your new image of your life. Yeah, that gnome, sorry. I think that changing has been really hard for Cancer, because it's feeling quite heavy. Oh, that gnome, it was hard for me to say the word. It's like it was stuttering, and I do stutter, not stutter, but I do have like glitches when I talk sometimes, because of the, you know, me trying to, it'll just blurt out without me controlling it. And it's almost like with you, it's like, how do I change it? How do I change? How do I bring about unity? How do I take the lead here? How do I get a new beginning? You know, like, you've already got a set mind, but how do you go about it? You know, you're trying to figure out step by step what you're supposed to do. You know, the right way to do things. But the truth is, the right way to do things is to just do it. And it's like trial or error, you know. Yeah, because you want to find your people. You know, you're trying to find your people. And when I say your people, I just mean people that you literally vibe with. This is about life force. This is about celebration and parties. This is like an everlasting party. You want to bring about happiness, community, collective, consciousness. You know, like, it's quite a powerful kind of combination here with here of the fiery sword, unity, that old gnome. Oh, that gnome, I mean. I keep on saying that old gnome, but it's in reference to the old way. You used to be like this, but now you're the dark lady, and you're a little bit obsessive about this fairy guide, or this beacon of light that you see at the end of the tunnel, because you know that you have to have quite a lot of strength and integrity here to get to this fairy guide, to get to the light at the end of the tunnel here. And it's weird that you're showing me a old railroad tunnel, and right at the end I can see people walking and this light shining through, but it's like you've had to walk it alone. Yeah. Okay guys, I'm gonna pull out the wild unknown animal spirit oracle. Usually I start with this one, but I went instinctively for the fairy oracle, and that is when your body divination, like the divination of your own body, comes forward, you just go with it. So sorry guys, you're getting it backwards from me, but either way the cards talk to me, and it's definitely, this is pertaining to you wanting to be with someone or something within something, and it's you know that you want to make contact here, you want to communicate this new thought, feeling, situation, person, and you want to find unity within the people, your people, but you know you have to change a lot. There's a lot that you have to change, and you've been a little bit obsessive about it. You know, you've been a little bit on the negative side about it, maybe a little bit closed-minded, because your blessings are coming. There is no doubt about that, because you are making changes, but it's just like ease off yourself, you know, let up a little bit on you. Don't be so hard on yourself. Now I'm going to tell you this, that every time I cut this deck I'm getting a different egg, so something hasn't quite hatched for you. Can I please have an energy card for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus about this situation? Okay, I know which one I saw. It's the Swan. This is your person. This is how you feel about your person. This is what I call my twin flame card. Now it's been showing up a lot, and I actually feel like a new wave of twin flames is awakening. If not, whatever twin was not awakened, usually the masculine, this masculine is now aware that you are there, or they've awakened to this connection. And maybe this is the light, maybe you've been shown a light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe this person who you thought had run away or gone away from you is now communicating, oh, I feel like you'd lost them in the dark, to the dark. Okay, thank you. But it's just shining a bit of light now that communications come forward now. Yeah, yes, the spiritual side really wants to come forward here, guys. I feel like you guys definitely had communication, like the type of communication that you've always wanted, the type of communication that you've always needed. Because here, for me, it's like completing a circle, but it's also communicating desires and that ever watchful eye. I feel like you might be a little bit obsessed with the idea of this person being your person. You just want straight communication, you want solid communication, and the thing is about your person, look, there's something special about them. By the way, guys, if you have a look, see that? That is the spirit element. So for me, definitely a twin flame connection. I'm sorry, guys, I do this all on my phone, and my phone's just going crazy right now. People communicating. I say communicating, and the next minute, boom, boom, boom. But here's the crow, and the thing about the crow is all seeing, all knowing. This is how you feel about somebody, and it's almost like you're completing a cycle here. Look, you're speaking about your desires, you're getting the communication that you've wanted, and this crow sort of got this little nugget of knowledge. Oh, the bat just, oh my gosh, doesn't want to stay in my hands. The bat is about rebirth. It's about, you know, okay. This crow is somewhat shadowed. And I don't know why. I'm getting a lot of circular energy. It's like they're going through a karmic phase here. You know what I mean? Like they're dealing with their stuff. They're finding insight. Thank you. Being of the air element, you may be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra. But here you are with the water element of the Swan. And the thing is, your energy is really good. You're completing a cycle. You know, spiritually, you're growing. You're seeing all. For me, that just looks like an eye. Even though it's a sea serpent, it just looks like an eye to me. You may be circling around the idea of this light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? Like it's like somewhat obsessed, or not obsessed, but you're like overthinking things, and you know, you're getting a whole lot of blue, and blue's about thinking, about communicating. So there's a lot of communication from your side, yet from this side, from the side of the crow, it's kind of just like a little bit dark, which is interesting because the dark lady came out. So something's not fully clear here. Something's still left to be, like some little nugget of knowledge is still left to be given, and it's what you want. You know it's there. Look, it's almost like, you see, look, right there in the middle, and they're holding on to it, even though it's a different color. But it's like they haven't fully given themselves to you, not yet. But it's like you're all like, it's like you're saying, this is mine. This is my little egg. This is my little nugget of knowledge. This is my precious. Interesting, because I had that before. And here with the bat meaning rebirth, you know, but also for me it's always about echolocation, and you know, it's like this person's trying to find their way, but they're somewhat shrouded in the dark. They're kind of confused, but they know that something's coming. They definitely know something's coming here. Yeah, because here, look, is your little beacon in the night. You're like, here I am, look at me. Firefly. I'm the firefly. This is your beacon. You've been, you know, the roles could be flipped here. Your person could be the dark lady, and they're kind of obsessed with an image or some kind of actuality to begin here for them, but they've had to do a lot of shadow work. You know, they're having to change a lot, and you've been the beacon in the dark for them. If the roles were flipped, you're the beacon in the dark. You're the one that communicates directly to this person. This person's kind of like, you know, always trying to, I just said always trying to gap it, but in New Zealand that means always trying to run away. But you know, they're kind of, it's weird because the bat, you know, always reminds me of Dracula, how he turns into a bat, flies off. You know, it's almost like this person can be quite draining to you, but also supernatural. And because the crow always reminds me of the Crow movie from with Brandon Lee, you know, and he was the crow, and he had, the actual crow was like helping him find the people to seek revenge on. So your little person over here, the crow, or maybe even the dark lady type of energy, hasn't always used their abilities for the greater good. But you know that this is a spiritual journey. You're both on spiritual journeys, whether you know it or not. But see, it's like almost like you're presenting yourself as the same element of this person, but just so much brighter. And it's like this crow wants to grab onto that light. The crow has used your light, or used your inner guidance to help them move forward into their path. I'm not too sure. Can I please have the energy of the crow towards Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What is the energy towards Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay. Even though this has come out in reverse, this is just telling me that it hasn't quite come into fruition. But this is about this person is a runner. If this is a twin flame connection, you're the chaser, they're the runner. And it's just like, usually I would say this is opportunities, but I always get Watership Down, which is about all the rabbits trying to escape, always trying to escape, trying to get away, and then getting hunted. You know, they have a lot of fear. They have the fear of moving forward here, because if they're the ones that came forward as the dark lady, they have not quite finished their journey, and they've still got a lot to grow from. So what is the common energy between both parties? What is the common energy between both parties? Yeah, your poor rabbit's been through a lot, guys. Oh, it's the colour. You see this colour? It's you. They hold on to you. Look. They know that you're their person, but you just have to allow them to do the things that they need to do. Because this is also a Libra card for me. This is about dolphins, social, playful. Even though it's in the element of water. You know what I mean? But it's just saying that between you guys, you just have good high vibrations together. And this crow has got... It's like it's a very small part of this crow. Yeah. A very small part of this crow. It's the only thing that keeps them stable. It's your energy, your happiness, your good vibes. There you go. I'm going to get the angels to give us some advice here. Yeah, so you know, between you two, actually, it's a great connection here. It is a very strong connection. Your crow though is very in their head about things. Can be, you know, quite dark, and just saying they have a lot of shadowiness to them. But that's just because I feel like they've been through a lot, and they've had to. It's like they've been, you know, caught in a rabbit trap or fallen down the rabbit hole, basically, and they're trying to find their way back. You're the light at the end of the tunnel for them. You're like, you know, coming out into the light, because they do see you as being someone that they truly can have fun with and have a fun, you know, have a good time with. They feel safe and connected around you. You feel like family to them. So can I please have a card of advice from the angels, please? Can I have a card of advice for the angels for Cancer, Sun, and Rising in Venus? Okay, there's a few cards, but it's alright. It wanted me to drop those because usually I wouldn't take so many, but for some odd reason Cancer gets a little bit extra today. Here we come forward with the Empress. This is you guys. It says, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. Because Cancer is always the mother, right? She's the moon, she's emotional, she's divine feminine. You know, this is divine feminine here with Archangel Gabriel. And it's just, you know, it's asking you to take action, but allow growth at the same time. You know, it's like, allow the growth. Be gentle in your nature, be strong in your nature, but allow there to be growth here. So that just means, like, don't assume the worst. Thank you, Spirit. Because here's 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Ariel. And it says there's so much to be grateful for: financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. So you're just going towards your happiness with this person. This person makes you happy. You want to be one with this person. You want to be together with this person. It makes sense because last time I think I read for twin flame connection as well. Yeah, I think this is a continuation of that. But it's just like, you know, be nurturing, allow growth, be happy, recognize that you have this already. You know, once you recognize it, other people recognize it too. 2 of Ariel, find balance here. It's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects all at once, making work fun. You know, you are fun, Cancer, you're fun. You are fun, you're high vibing, you're happy, you're playful. And just remember that, don't get so serious, don't get so stuck in your head about things. 15 is decisions. Now, we already know this from the first card that came out, as it's talking about making decisions, and you've got yourself set, but it says, release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So that's that, you know, you deciding to move towards, or you feel like you're guided towards somebody, but you know there's a lot of shadow work to be done here, especially by the person that you've sort of got fixated on, and well, not fixated on, but feel a connection to, but it's somewhat of an obsessive fixation as well. And here is the Knight of Michael. So it's a little bit of negativity coming in, but not really, not from the angel deck, but it's just showing me that it says Knight of Michael, strong, committed, intellectual, diligent, time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. So yeah, you know, like something hasn't quite gone your way, but you're still committed and moving forward, and it's you that's communicating, right? This is you solidly coming forward and communicating what it is that you've made a decision on. And here's the Two of Michael. I want to say Two of Ariel, but I've already said that. Two of Michael. So your whole thing is about making this decision and moving towards it. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. Yeah, because life happens, guys, and sometimes things don't work out the way you've planned it, and it can be very jarring for people. Okay, I'm going to get a shamanic medicine card. Sorry if I feel like I'm rushing that a little bit. But all that's really telling me that you need to make the decision. You need to do the communication and manifest it into your life, because it's very, very abundant for you to do it in this particular way. Okay. Yeah, and just allow time to, you know what I mean? Be strong, but be nurturing. So allow growth. You know, with the rabbit. Your rabbits, your crow, your bat, your rabbit, they've been through a lot. And they need time to grow, to change. And they are changing in really amazing ways. Okay, can I please have a shamanic medicine card? Oh, straight away for Cancer. So Moon, Rising, and Venus. And Pachamama. Interesting. Pachamama. That's 40 breaking down to a 4. That's stability. And I'll read it directly from the book. The medicine for it. If anyone wants to know, this is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. It's really cool. I like this one. But it's quite deep as well. And it says, you still believe that you have been cast out of the Garden of Eden, that you are motherless and homeless. You suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive. It is time to stop suffering. Let go of that old myth and realize you were given the garden to rejoice in and to become its steward. Your melancholy is really a longing to return to the heart of Pachamama. Listen deeply to the mother who is always there for you. Walk in beauty and honor all life. Guys, be the empress. Be the empress. Allow growth. Be strong, but allow growth. I mean, you've got to grow up, Cancer. I'm sorry I said that. But it's just saying that things aren't working out the way you want, because you might be rushing it. You might be rushing it too much, and your communication might be a little bit immature or sharp, or it's too direct, because your crow needs time to spread their wings and fly around. And I'm not talking about flying off with somebody else, but just like allow them to find their way, because they do love you. They do hold you. You know, wherever they go, they take this little rainbow egg with them, and you being who they see as their high vibration, their beacon in the dark. You know, you are somebody that's really helped this crow, and they recognize this, but you also must allow them to grow. Yeah, but you're finding stability here, guys. Overall, really, the only thing that's holding you back is the fact that this person needs to grow and change while you're growing and changing. You know, it's very individual. It's not, I don't feel like it's conducively coming together. It's sort of like I'm growing here and you're growing there, but really you need to grow together. But you are growing together. I'm so good, guys. I know this sounds confusing. You're growing individually, and when you come together, the growth is so much more bigger. So enjoy the ride, guys. Enjoy the ride, Cancer. All right, take care, guys. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to. That'd be great. I appreciate that. Bye.